I have something to say about myself deceased. I am homeless in the threatening, and there is still someone who has been at the front door within the past week who said he is stating that there will always be, all the way into the future, no matter how old and far into the future you age, Medicaid will always pay for your Medicare, right? Your medical care. Well, but how does one get Medicaid? So you go to the welfare office, and I don't have any bus fare is not true because somebody else came around here and gave me $60 in cash. Well, how much money was it? Okay, I didn't count the money. No, I didn't. It was some cash. Should we count it now? But then I have to get up off of where I am seated here to go and count how much money that is. But I will say that is enough for bus fare. Sure, it is. Yes, but I am not full height anymore. I have never been on the bus, the city bus, without being 5 feet and 6 inches tall. And usually Charles Toe will go on the bus with me because I don't know how to get around Las Vegas on the bus because I don't know Charles Toe. It's his problem that he would ride the city bus. Do you know where he is anymore? Does anyone know if Charles Toe is riding the Las Vegas city bus anymore? Well, if Charles Toe is not using the city bus anymore, I should not use it, right? Right. So, anyone who offers to go to the welfare office to get Medicaid for me, I guess you are just not going to report to the Medicaid office that you are not going to pay out a key to myself. Like, give me a key for the Medicaid, right? So, you give me a key to a very nice new house with everything new inside, and it's an empty house just for me, and I can have the Medicaid card, but you would not come around looking for it. Like, you would not offer that you would give me Medicaid services for my Medicaid card. You don't know how to give somebody anything. You want to give me Medicaid health insurance after I've been raped 900 times, and you don't know who you hurt. You don't know who got raped. You don't know who's been fucking over the Medicaid has been there all along. You can always go into a hospital and make a report that somebody touched you in the genitals. But you cannot report to someone who touched you in the genitals that you did not ask them to do that or give them any money or make any sort of agreement that you are going to get something out of heaven for that. What if somebody just touched you in the genitals and said, no, go into the kitchen, get the garbage, tie it up and take it out to where it will be picked up by garbage truck, a dumpster outside. What if that's all it was to touch my clitoris? What if it was something really small like that? Do you think Medicaid can help with that? Do you think a black male adultery is so cocksure that Medicaid will cover me for the rest of my life, no matter what he says with himself about himself? Because he came right here to the front door. How? How do you even know where you are? How do you know where I am? Apartment number what? Did YouTube send you? Because YouTube only sent me someone who gave me a key fit to live in a new house or apartment all renovated just for me. And I live there all alone. And I can have all the food I need. And it's all for myself. How can you be a black person and be so arrogant to tell somebody who's white, just somebody, I am none higher than he deceased, but he could say, take somebody and put you in Medicaid, which is address being the Nevada Welfare Office, and then has other address being like Medicaid, I don't know, wherever they accept Medicaid offices, hospitals, places I don't have keys to open for that I could give it to Medicaid. If I had an office, was it just one office? Could you go to any office with any doctor? You could go to any hospital with any doctor. And I can't use like that I have one office key and somebody comes to the office key and says, here is Medicaid. And I take the Medicaid from this delivery person. I take the office key that I'm in. I go to the Nevada Welfare Office and I give them the office key and I give them the Medicaid and I say, this is yours to yourself. And you say no, and then are you going to hospitalize me? Because you look like you are far gone. You people are far gone. I am deceased right here, and you are threatening me to abduct me out of this place because you talked me. Oh yes, you knock on the door and you talk to me one way. You are going to take me out of this place, and I'm going to end up where? Because you put out that somebody is in a hospital because you won't put everybody else out of the hospital. You are far gone. I just wanted to say that. I would like Nevada Medicaid offices to pick up their mail, which is the comments to these videos. They are for you. The offices of Nevada Medicaid don't know what they're doing. Do you issue permissions? Whoever taught you how to do that for someone else? I'm not you in the offices of Medicaid. You owe me keys every time somebody tells you about Medicaid, every time you make paperwork, every time you ask me for a signature. You cannot ask me for a signature in some place I don't have the keys to. That is coercion, and that is like medical disaster. Are you Medicaid? You can't give somebody medical treatment after you've coerced a signature. Kelly DeGroat, why aren't you taking all of the questions having to do with Medicaid? Because you're missing a long time ago. Last time I saw Kelly DeGroat was 6161 West Charleston. What is she even doing there? This building, yeah, public building. I was there to see the psychiatry about my diagnosis, schizophrenia, for diagnosis Parkinson's. Can I diagnose me with Parkinson's? But I don't have that anymore. No, I am about to say that I created the disease, but I don't have it anymore in karma because it's deceased to tell me that I am due to live someplace else. No, I don't. Now I don't have full height. So I had full height when I had Parkinson's. Yeah. Now I don't have full height. I don't have Parkinson's anymore. Yeah. Well, you had a chance to help me with my height so I could stay full height. But that I not have disease is you need to do something about paying out a key to myself for myself. But it looks like maybe God in heaven thinks you don't have any money for that. Okay. That is you needing to be out of your keys. Yes, you need to be in jail and prison. If you don't have any keys for me, you need to go to jail and prison. And I cannot tell the black male adultery who was standing outside the front door who told you who I am and where I am. He did just call me you. He didn't ask me my name. Oh, this is what it is for you not to call me by name. I'm none higher than he deceased. You don't call me by a name. I don't have a name. But you still call me you. When are you going to stop calling me you? Is that what's wrong with it? If you call me you, you say you have Medicaid. You has Medicaid. You can't get out. Well, if let's say we have made progress. He did not call me by a name. He did not ask me for a name. Well, if you know where I am and you want to call me you, I would say, no, that's me calling you, you, but I would not because you're not myself. If I say you, I will talk to the creation of myself. That's not you. I need a Doberman pincer for in case another knock at the front door. You knock on the front door and you don't know what's inside, how big. This space already shrunk, but if I have a Doberman pincer, are you going to shrink my Doberman? Shrink it then, all the way until it's a dachshund. But I don't want Medicaid.